In the Book of Revelation, the concept of the city is often misunderstood as a physical place. However, its true meaning goes much deeper. The city represents an inner spiritual realm, a state of consciousness that exists within each individual. Rather than pointing to a geographical location, Revelation invites us to explore the transformative power of this inner city. It symbolizes the presence of divine truth, harmony, and enlightenment that can be realized within ourselves. By shifting our focus inward, we begin to understand the city as a metaphor for spiritual awakening and personal growth. This perspective encourages us to seek fulfillment and connection through our own inner journey. The Book of Revelation offers a symbolic narrative of an inward journey, where entering the city is more than a physical act. It represents a profound shift in consciousness. This city, often depicted as radiant and pure, serves as a metaphor for attaining a higher spiritual awareness. As individuals progress along this path, they move beyond ordinary perception, embracing deeper truths and insights. The journey inward is marked by transformation, clarity, and a sense of unity with the divine. Through this process, spiritual perception is heightened, allowing for a more meaningful connection with the sacred. Ultimately, entering the city signifies the culmination of personal growth and the realization of one's true spiritual potential. Many people interpret the Book of Revelation as a prophecy describing dramatic external events, such as wars, disasters, and the end of the world. However, a deeper perspective reveals that Revelation can be understood as a symbolic narrative about inner transformation. Its vivid imagery and coded language point to the evolution of the soul, guiding individuals through stages of personal awakening and spiritual growth. Rather than predicting literal occurrences, the text invites readers to reflect on their own journey toward enlightenment. This approach shifts the focus from fear and anticipation of external turmoil to the hope and possibility of profound inner change. By decoding its metaphors, Revelation becomes a map for self-discovery and the realization of higher consciousness. In this perspective, the city is more than just a physical space. It becomes a metaphor for a state of enlightenment. Here, the concept of divine light is not something that shines from outside, but rather emerges from within each individual. The city's vibrancy and energy reflect the inner illumination of its inhabitants, suggesting that true wisdom and clarity originate from personal insight. This view challenges traditional notions of enlightenment as something bestowed from above, emphasizing instead the transformative power of self-awareness. As people come together, their collective inner light shapes the character and spirit of the city itself. In this way, the city stands as a living testament to the potential for growth and understanding found within us all. The Book of Revelation is filled with vivid imagery, including walls, gates, jewels, rivers, and foundations. Rather than viewing these elements solely as physical descriptions, many interpret them as rich metaphors for the journey of consciousness and spiritual development. Walls can symbolize boundaries or the protection of inner wisdom, while gates may represent opportunities for transformation or entry into higher states of awareness. Jewels often reflect the value and diversity of spiritual insights gained through personal growth. Rivers are frequently seen as symbols of the flow of divine energy or the ongoing process of renewal. Foundations suggest the underlying principles or truths that support spiritual progress. Together, these symbols invite readers to explore deeper layers of meaning within their own spiritual paths. Each person travels a unique path, shaped by the trials and triumphs encountered along the way. Life's challenges often serve as catalysts for growth, prompting reflection and resilience. Breakthroughs, both big and small, illuminate the journey, offering moments of clarity and understanding. The concept of the inner city symbolizes a destination of personal enlightenment, where the soul finds deeper meaning and purpose. As individuals navigate their experiences, they move closer to this inner illumination, guided by the lessons learned and the wisdom gained. Ultimately, every journey is a testament to the transformative power of perseverance and self-discovery. The vivid imagery of chaos, beasts, and judgments in the Book of Revelation can be seen as symbolic representations of the intense inner turmoil experienced during spiritual awakening. Rather than literal events, these dramatic scenes reflect the struggle within as old patterns and beliefs are confronted and transformed. The beasts may symbolize personal fears or destructive habits that surface in times of deep change. Judgments in this context represent moments of reckoning and self-reflection, where one must face the consequences of past actions and choices. Through this process, the chaos eventually gives way to clarity and renewal, illustrating the profound transformation that occurs on the path to spiritual growth. The breaking of seals can be understood as the gradual unveiling of deeper layers of consciousness within an individual. Each seal represents a threshold, and as it opens, new insights and awareness emerge from within. This process is often described as being initiated by the Christ Spirit, a guiding presence that awakens inner revelation. Through this spiritual awakening, one begins to perceive truths that were previously hidden, leading to profound transformation. The journey through these layers is both personal and universal, reflecting a movement toward greater understanding and unity with the divine. Ultimately, the opening of the seals signifies a shift from outer knowledge to inner wisdom, illuminating the path to spiritual fulfillment. Throughout history, the beast and the number 666 have often been interpreted as symbols of the ego and the lower aspects of human nature. These representations suggest a focus on selfish desires, materialism, and the separation from higher consciousness. In many spiritual traditions, the process of illumination involves recognizing and transcending these lower impulses. As individuals cultivate greater awareness and inner light, the grip of the ego begins to loosen, allowing for a transformation of character. The dissolution of the beast is not a literal event, but rather a metaphor for overcoming inner obstacles and achieving spiritual growth. Ultimately, this journey leads to a deeper sense of unity, compassion, and connection with the divine. As you approach the gates of the city, imagine each entrance as a new opening in consciousness. These gateways symbolize different facets of personal growth, inviting you to reflect on your own journey. Passing through them requires a sense of spiritual readiness, as each threshold represents an opportunity to embrace change and transformation. The city itself becomes a metaphor for the evolving self, where every gate marks a step forward in understanding and awareness. In this way, entering the city is not just a physical act, but a profound movement toward greater insight and fulfillment. Mental clarity is essential for those seeking to deepen their spiritual awareness. By consciously cleansing our thoughts, we create space for new insights and higher understanding to emerge. This process involves recognizing and letting go of distractions, negative patterns, and mental clutter that can obscure our perception. Through practices such as meditation, mindfulness, or reflective journaling, we can gradually refine our inner landscape. As our minds become clearer, we are better able to connect with elevated states of consciousness and experience a greater sense of peace and purpose. Ultimately, mental clarity serves as a foundation for accessing higher realms of spiritual awareness and personal growth. The city's perfect square shape is more than just a feat of architectural precision. It serves as a powerful symbol of balance. Each side represents an essential aspect of human experience: mind, emotion, and spirit. When these elements are in equilibrium, they foster a sense of harmony within the individual and the community. This geometric design encourages renewal, inviting residents to reflect on their own inner balance. The square's symmetry suggests stability and unity, inspiring a collective pursuit of well-being. In this way, the city's shape becomes a daily reminder of the importance of holistic harmony in our lives. The phrase, "the old heaven and earth passing away," can be understood as a metaphor for profound personal transformation. It suggests the dissolution of outdated beliefs, habits, and patterns that no longer serve us. As these old structures fade, space is created for new perspectives and ways of being to emerge. This process often involves letting go of familiar comforts, but it opens the door to growth and renewal. In this sense, the passing away of the old is not an ending, but a necessary step toward the birth of a renewed self. Embracing this change allows us to move forward with greater clarity and purpose. The voice that proclaims all things new serves as a powerful symbol of inner renewal and transformation. It represents the guidance that emerges from deep within, leading us toward greater clarity and purpose. Through spiritual awakening, we begin to perceive the world and ourselves in a fresh light, shedding old patterns and embracing new possibilities. This inner voice encourages growth, resilience, and a profound sense of hope. As we listen, we find the strength to move forward, trusting in the process of change and the promise of a renewed spirit. The river flowing from the throne can be seen as a symbol of pure divine energy coursing through one's consciousness. This stream represents an untainted source of intuitive guidance, offering clarity and insight beyond ordinary understanding. As it moves gently yet powerfully, it nourishes the inner landscape, fostering spiritual growth and a deeper sense of connection. The purity of this flow suggests that true wisdom arises when we allow ourselves to be receptive to higher guidance. By tuning into this inner river, one may experience moments of inspiration, peace, and profound awareness. Ultimately, it serves as a reminder of the ever-present potential for renewal and transformation within each individual. The Tree of Life has long been regarded as a powerful symbol of growth, interconnectedness, and spiritual sustenance. Its constant fruit represents the enduring availability of wisdom and nourishment for those seeking guidance on their journey. Throughout life, individuals may encounter challenges and moments of uncertainty, yet the Tree of Life reminds us that spiritual insight is always within reach. The ongoing presence of its fruit signifies that learning and personal development are continuous processes. By embracing this symbolism, one can find reassurance in the idea that support and enlightenment are ever present, encouraging a deeper connection to oneself and to the world. Ultimately, the Tree of Life serves as a reminder that spiritual nourishment is not a one-time event, but a lifelong resource available to all. Spiritual awakening is often described as a profound shift within, where individuals experience a deep sense of connection and clarity. This inner transformation can bring about lasting peace, helping to heal emotional wounds and foster resilience. As people become more attuned to their true selves, their outlook on life changes, influencing how they interact with others and the world around them. The ripple effect of personal healing extends outward, nurturing harmony in relationships and communities. Through spiritual growth, many find renewed purpose and a sense of balance, demonstrating how inner change can lead to healing in the outer world. Once again, the invitation to enter the city is extended, not merely as a physical passage, but as a profound call to embark on an inward journey. This journey asks us to look beyond external appearances and distractions, guiding us toward the very core of our being. As we accept this invitation, we begin to unveil our deepest spiritual identity, discovering truths that often remain hidden beneath the surface of daily life. The city, in this sense, becomes a symbol of inner awakening, a place where we are encouraged to reconnect with our most authentic selves. Through this process, we are reminded that true transformation starts from within, and that the path to understanding begins by turning inward. As the city comes into view, its appearance transforms into something extraordinary. Buildings shimmer with a gentle radiance, and the streets seem to glow with an ethereal light. In this moment, a profound sense of inner clarity washes over, as if every detail is illuminated from within. The air feels pure, and the usual noise fades into a serene silence. It is as though the divine light has filled every corner, revealing the city's true essence. This illumination brings a deep sense of peace, connecting the observer to something greater and more meaningful than ever before. Trusting your inner guidance is essential on the path of personal transformation. When you allow yourself to listen deeply, you may discover insights that illuminate your journey. Revelation, in this sense, is not something to fear. Rather, it brings clarity and understanding. As you embrace these moments of insight, you move closer to the light of self-awareness and growth. The process may feel uncertain at times, but each step forward is guided by an inner wisdom that seeks your highest good. By affirming this trust, you open yourself to positive change and the gentle unfolding of your true potential. The phrase, "no more night," symbolizes a profound transformation from confusion and spiritual darkness to lasting clarity and enlightenment. In many traditions, night represents uncertainty, fear, and the absence of understanding. The promise of its end suggests that all shadows of doubt and ignorance will be dispelled, making way for a new era of insight and truth. This enduring light brings comfort and assurance, illuminating the path ahead. It signifies a state where wisdom prevails, and individuals can move forward with confidence, free from the burdens of ambiguity. Ultimately, no more night embodies hope for a future filled with knowledge, peace, and spiritual fulfillment. As we conclude, remember that the inner city is not a distant destination, but a space within each of us. The divine realm is ever present, quietly waiting to be discovered through moments of awakening and self-reflection. No matter where you are, this sacred place remains accessible, inviting you to explore its depths. Embracing this awareness can bring clarity, peace, and a renewed sense of purpose. Welcome to the inner city, where the journey inward reveals the profound connection we all share with the divine.